Welcome back to another episode of the Amateur Hour podcast. This time round, episode 36. Just going to apologize to everyone if you see me yawning. I'm suffering from a serious jet lag. Man's been screwed over by the times of America and the UK. So if you see me yawning, you didn't. So we've plucked up the energy to do the podcast, obviously. I was actually excited to do this one, mate. Obviously, going through Alex's prep, the reason why I went to the US, obviously going through Anthony's, but I just want to say as well, 195 subscribers. What 5 subscribers off 200, which is mental to even think about at the start of the year. 6 months into this, 36 episodes down, which is pretty decent, mate.
That's
The rate
pretty.
that we've kept these up, mate. We've churned these out
Yeah.
recently. Obviously, everyone's been loving them, which is good. We're going to get more guests on the pod. But thank you to near enough the 200 people that have subscribed and listened to our podcast and us waffling and just chatting random crap, which you seem to enjoy. So thank you for that. But bro, how you been?
Very good, bro. Very, very good. Busy, but like it's all kind of built up to, that feeling. Obviously, you've been there and done it earlier this year. Like you feel like you've been prepping as well, like with them. So it's like the counting down of the weeks, of the days, all leads up to the show day, and it's just like it's a very weird experience because it's similar to being the athlete, but it's also quite quite different. Um,
It's really hard to explain, isn't it? That's what I
yeah,
said. It's
I
like
felt
really
I
hard to
felt
explain.
a lot more stressed as the coach than I did when I competed as an athlete.
Oh, mate, for sure.
Way more stressed. I was there, like I was sat. So obviously we had like his family, his girlfriend, everything. I was sat there and I was just like shaking. My heart rate on my watch was like 130. I was like, fuck, man. He needs to come out now because I'm gonna like just throw up or something. Um, but no, it all went really, really well. Obviously, we'll kind of go down into it a little bit more, but it was a good weekend. Jesus Christ, bro. I didn't realize I knew how far it was, but that 5 and a bit hour train journey was bonkers, mate.
That's long, bro. I can't lie.
That took it out of me, bro. I was oh God. But it was really, really good experience, man. How was America?
Mate, I cannot put into words, bro.
Yeah,
Genuinely, how good it was. It was so nice to have that time with Charles, firstly.
yeah,
Um, like I said, mate, me even thinking about going to New York like 6 months ago was just completely off the cards. So the fact that I could go out there, take her with me, um, just go to show how well everything's been doing recently.
yeah.
So yeah, man, it was pretty overwhelming the whole time, to be honest. It's like it still gave you that feeling, mate. It's still like the 15, you're still walking around, mate. You're like, what is this place?
Yeah.
It's it's mental.
Is that
So
your first time in New York?
yeah, mate. Yeah, I went to America when I was like four, the usual Disney trip, but
Yeah,
I don't really remember any of it. So, first time in New York, I was classed as like my first proper time in America where I could like truly soak it in.
yeah.
And yeah, man, it was just everything and more,
Does it
genuinely.
live up to the hype, or is it overrated?
Yeah, mate, I would say so, mate. It's not as busy as I thought it would be.
Okay.
Like I go to London, London's way busier. Like,
Really?
yeah, mate, you think it was completely different, but like,
Yeah.
I think because London's like there's quite a smaller area with more people.
Yeah, it's
I think
competitive.
with New York, because it's so big and there's so many people, it's like sort of like spreads it out a little bit. And
Yeah.
there's so many different like you haven't got to walk through like the major bits to get to where you want to be. You can walk down a little like so it's not as bad. It doesn't feel as bad anyway. But you can walk through Times Square, mate, and it's completely ram packed. But
Yeah.
it was good, man. It was really, really good. Obviously, saw Anthony compete. I
Yeah.
saw him on mate. I saw him on the Thursday, 2 days before, mate. Traveling around there is so weird. Like
Really?
you ask people like we're going from New York to somewhere that literally was an hour away, and you get people in New York not even like don't even know where the place you're going to, and it's like me going from Stafford to Birmingham. It's like you know where Birmingham is. Everyone's like, oh yeah, it's just there. They're like, oh, can we go to there's a place called White Plains? And they're like, yeah, I've never heard of that place. And I was like, it's literally 45 minutes away. How haven't you heard about this place?
That's so
Like,
mad.
um, but got the metro to White Plains. Had to get off, get the bus. Buses are really weird there as well, mate. It's like a taxi service. Like you say to them exactly where you want to go, and the bus drops you off exactly where you want to be.
Really?
But yeah, mate, it's not like just general stops.
Yeah.
It's like you say to them the exact address, and they'll drop you off at the exact address.
How does that work when it's
It's
busy?
like a it's like a 50-person taxi.
That's
It's
fucking.
weird,
How much was it? How much did they charge you for that?
mate. It's like £30 for the train there and back,
Yeah.
and it was like two dollars for the bus.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
it
man.
was nothing, mate. I was like $2, and I was like, yeah, for both of us. She was like, yeah, $2.
Okay.
It was
That's
weird
sick.
though, mate. Like, imagine that second day in America, you barely even know where you are, and you have to get like a train and a bus somewhere
Yeah,
for an hour,
yeah, yeah.
5 minutes. But I'm thinking, you go in the middle of nowhere and you just see Anthony just chilling on the side of the road. I'm thinking, mate, but I saw him pose after that session, mate, and I was thinking, fuck you now.
I remember the pictures that you sent. I was like, fuck.
Different, mate. Honestly, I was
And that was him flat as well, wasn't it?
I was like, what is going on? I
Mental.
was like, mate, the guy, honestly, mate, I've never met a nice person. He's
Yeah.
so, mate, everything I expected him to be and more. Obviously, you build a relationship with somebody online, but um, yeah, man, so down to earth and everything. Um, yeah, it was cool. It was probably the coolest experience I've had as a coach so far.
What was the standard of the not the competitors, but like how was the show as a whole? Like, was it run well, or was it like a good?
Yeah, it was all right. It was like it was their first time at that event, or sorry, at that place that they were holding it. It was like
Okay.
this old school, like this old school. I don't know if you saw the picture, but it was like a theatre where like you expect a school play, but it was massive, and it like 2 floors. Um, really well staged. Lighting was incredible. Black background with that Hercules bit in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah.
Um, the, the, it was like they had no funding for the show. The funding in America is. I was talking to the guy who actually had who run the show. There's no funding whatsoever. So it was all everyone there was just like being there for free, like donations. Like the lady who was meant to tan did completely for free. Everyone's tan was completely for free. Like mate, everyone was just like volunteers. So all the people that were there with nothing to do with bodybuilding. They don't know what bodybuilding is. So they were calling them backstage like 45 minutes early, saying, yeah, get ready to pump up now. So like they're not going to be on for like another 45 minutes. He goes, nah, mate, I'll be on like 20 minutes. And I'm like, trust me, mate. There's like 7 people in this class. And there's like another like, class of 3, and another class of 5. He's not going to be on for another hour. And he goes, okay, thanks for telling me. And they're like, they don't know. And so yeah, so I was just backstage the whole time. The stand up was good though, mate. Like
Yeah.
it was a bit for a first timers, mate. The guy who Anthony he got beaten at first timers, and he got beaten at Open as well. The guy in first time, mate, was so peeled, it was a joke.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it was good, very very good standard. The guy actually said he's been like judging the shows for 30 years, and the first time the standard was probably the best he's seen, which is good.
That's good.
And then he got second to weird, weird, mate. An ex pro, an ex WNBF pro. So he's already been a pro. Now he's not a pro, and now he's trying to re-qualify for his pro card. So I don't know what.
How is he not a pro? Like
Don't
what?
know, mate. But I went on Dr. James Johnson's page, like a good, like a well known coach in America,
Yeah.
and he said um, he was talking about his client who came third to Anthony in the first guy, and he went a debut phenom and an ex WNBF pro trying to re-qualify, and I was there like, how does that work? So he was a pro, now he's not a pro.
That's weird.
But
Maybe
yeah,
they
man,
have to expire in that federation or something.
yeah, so it might be like if you. I think it's the fact that he didn't compete for 4 years and then he's got to re-qualify. I think that's what it is. I was talking to the guy. He goes, yeah, he hasn't competed in a long time, so he's got to re-qualify for his pro card. But the fact that there was 8 judges, 5 people went with him, 3 people went with Anthony. Like he's 24 years old, mate, first timer, and he was
Yeah,
like
yeah, mental.
condition. He's just had more muscle, mate, more muscle, but condition was there. Um, I didn't realize how conditioned he was, mate, till he went on stage. I knew he was conditioned, but compared to others, you're thinking. But then the guy, there was like 4 good physiques, 5 guys there, which were really, really good. The guy who won his pro card from Brazil was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
and then the guy who beat Anthony in the first time was really good, one novice as well. And then we put Anthony in open, and then the guy who beat Anthony was very good as well. So there was a few good standout competitors there. It was just unfortunate that Anthony came against 2 of them and lost against both. But
Yeah, yeah.
it was good, mate. It was a really good experience, and the show was ran pretty well, to be honest.
How did he find the whole experience? Like he enjoyed competing?
Mate, he was buzzing with it.
Yeah, yeah.
He was absolutely buzzing with it, mate. Like I said, he came off stage. He was half obviously he was pretty disappointed with the open result. He knew about the first time. The first time it was that good, mate. He came off and he was like, "You have somebody who's I think he was about 50 pounds heavier than this other dude, but the guy was just legit peeled. So it's like two different physiques.
Yeah,
And then this is what I didn't really get about the show. They were awarding conditioning the whole time. So if you're more conditioned, doesn't really matter how big you were, how small
yeah.
you were. If you're more conditioned, you were going to win. And that's when Anthony came against the guy in the open class. Anthony was more conditioned, but they went with the guy with more size. So like
It's so
leading up
annoying
into
when it's not consistent.
yeah, do you know what I mean? So like I said, man, I'm not complaining because he had more muscle,
Yeah,
but then when you have like somebody who is drastically more conditioned through like the glutes and hamstrings everywhere, really, um, it's like, oh, I thought yes, he's won because it's more. He's done every single class more conditioned. Then they call out his number. I'm thinking it's one of
yeah.
those things.
So
But
annoying.
no, I mean, it was a good show. It was a really, really good show. Stand up was really, really good across the board. Don't get me wrong, there were a few,
Yeah.
yeah,
There
what are
always
you
is,
gonna do?
though. There always is.
Yeah, but honestly, mate, it was really, really for an American show. From what I got told, that the stand up was going to be pretty bad. It was not bad at all, mate. Like you could, I think you could whack those guys into the UK shows and they do very, very well.
Yeah.
Especially the Brazilian dude and the guy who beat Ant. But
So
everybody,
was
everyone.
this a regional qualifier to then go do like a WNBF pro qualifier, or was that was
Yeah,
that
mate, the pro qualifier was there, but the pros were in the morning. It was really weird how it was set out. Like,
right?
the pros were in the morning. Oh, by the way, I met this like 50-year old mate who is probably the most best natural physique I've ever seen in my life.
Sick.
Genuinely, it was ridiculous. Um, they were in the morning, and I thought they put them in at night, so if whoever who won their pro card would go into the pro show. Do you know what I mean? But it was just a regional to go and to get qualified for the WNBF finals later on in the year.
Right.
So he got his qualification. I think he's going to do maybe two more shows, one in 4 weeks' time, then one like another sort of 2-3 weeks after that. Um, and then going to get him to go from there, mate. But
You're gonna fly back
kid,
out.
oh mate, mate, I can't. I wish I could, mate, but I can't.
Yeah, no, no.
Genuinely, mate. Like, it was good. But like I said, mate, I was there for his first experience, and that was all
Yeah,
I
yeah,
wanted.
yeah. That's the
So
most important one you got to be
yeah,
there.
and I was making sure that I was doing like everything for him as well, mate. So telling him like exactly how he should be feeling, getting his food sorted, like, fluid, everything. So he knows exactly what to do for next time round. Just so, well, it should be. In my opinion, it should be like that anyway with coaches. Like if you're backstage, you should be getting their food ready. You should be telling them what to do. You should be telling them like, go get your glaze done now, go get your tan done now. So there's no sort of like second thinking on their part. I was like, yeah, get up, get your glaze and stuff.
Did you have to pay for a backstage pass, or was it? Was
Yeah,
it
man. But yeah, but I was like, weren't much at all. Anthony paid for it as well, mate.
sick?
I was like, bro, he's like, yeah, I've got. I was like, obviously, I was like, I pay for it. He goes, nah. I'm like, the guy's sound, mate. But um, I think it's like a way of probably saying thank you for me coming over there. But
Yeah, of
like
course.
that sort of stuff, as a coach, mate, you know, it's like you don't really expect that to be paid for. Like I
No.
expect to be paying for that. But nah, mate, it was class. It was really, really good day. And yeah, he came in absolutely peeled to the bone, mate. Super happy with the look. Super happy with the look.
Really good, bro. Really fucking cool.
Anyway, bro, your first experience as a coach. We'll go through it. Let's go through it, mate.
We,
Should we get PCA?
yeah, I'll pull
Get
up
PCA.
PCA. Hold on.
From what I saw, mate, the standard. Um, I don't know. You tell me. You were there. You were there, bro. What?
The thing is, right, I only really watched the juniors and I think it was first timers or novice, no, first timers before him. Um, it was good. I did kind of see on Instagram on my way back because we left straight after the juniors essentially. Um, standard was okay. The production of the show was really good in terms of like the theater it was in was pretty cool. We got the juniors up here. So we'll skip the pose down one. We got Alex coming up. This is obviously for his routine, which he did to I can't remember which song it is, like a weekend song, The Weekend.
Oh, mate, love weekend. Love
Yeah,
the weekend.
yeah. It was bro as an experience as a whole, like it was really, really cool. Like it's difficult to explain, like you said, like the everything went to plan, which is amazing. Like the carb load, the tanning, the fucking drying out overnight, coming out, seeing him on show day morning. I was like, yeah, sick. We're
Oh,
exactly
mate.
what he would be. Bro, he like glutes were in for the amount of muscle he had, like he was the leanest he could have been, and he was the leanest on stage by far. Um, I think I don't know if they've got their comparisons, but you can see in the pose down, I guess. So there's only three of them, which was a little bit annoying. However, it's better than there being like one. Um, it was a
He
decent.
is he is easily the most conditioned there, mate.
Yeah, bro, he was fucking peeled. Like so many people who came up and like saw me and or him like around the venue afterwards, which is like, yeah, I don't see how you didn't win that. But as I said to you earlier, like he wasn't in a mood or anything about it afterwards. Obviously, he was just like, yeah, it's not exactly what we wanted, but like he was happy. Like we qualified for the British, which is sort of the main goal anyway. Competed for his first time, really fucking enjoyed it. Looked the best he could have looked on the day. I think if I just pull up on here, I've got his check-in shots from just before we went on stage. So this was like 45 minutes to an hour maybe before stage. Um, bro, like he dried out after every
Mate,
meal.
he look. I was about to say, mate, he looks dry, mate.
Dry, bro. He just got drier and drier as the day went on. And he was eating quite a bit through the morning as well. I basically just replicated what we did. Essentially, when we started the carb up, so we did the show day was Sunday. So what we did was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday was all fat loading. Then Thursday, Friday was carb loading. And Thursday's meal one and two were replicated for, well, meal one was, meal two was a slightly a bit different, but was replicated for show day. Because that produced like the best look after that day. So we
Love
did
that.
that on show day and it worked like even better than I thought it would, which was cool. Um, and it kind of gives you that, obviously with it being the first time I've put someone on stage, it kind of gave me that like it sounds stupid to say, but like that
Mate,
feeling, oh, I do know what I'm doing.
mate,
Like,
no, it gives you the
yeah,
confidence where like you back your own judgment. You're like, okay, I'm going to do this from the data that I gathered, and it worked.
yeah,
That's what it's all about,
exactly.
mate. And as a
It
coach,
gets
mate,
rid
when you
of
can
that
look
like
back at that,
what's it called? The imposter syndrome or whatever it's called. It gets rid of that at the like in that moment. It's like, okay, cool. I know what I'm doing. This worked.
that's sick, man. That's
Um,
so good.
which was awesome. Like he had so many people there for him as well. Like his girlfriend, his mum, his dad, his brother, a couple of his friends. Like he had like eight people there or something,
That's class, mate. That's
which was
so good.
awesome. And I said to all of them, I was like, honestly, like they are. So, I met obviously when I was there for the weekend. I met most of his family and stuff, which was cool. And they are so supportive of like his career, his like bodybuilding journey, career, whatever. And I said to his mum, I was like, he wouldn't look half as good if he didn't have this support. So like honestly, it means the world to him, and it means the world to everyone around him, really. So yeah, he smashed it, man. He smashed it. I've got a couple of stage pictures here, just taken off my phone. We'll get he's got the professional ones come in, and then we also had a videographer there with us, so we'll have some good quality pictures and videos coming soon. But like,
That's down, man.
wow, bro, different level of feeling putting someone on stage.
Mate, it's different. It's
Looking,
like,
they looking,
honestly, mate. I cannot describe it. Like the first time, I know exactly how you feel, mate. And it's like the
yeah,
best, but also like the worst feeling ever. It's like
yeah.
you just want to make sure it's nailed so bad because you care
Because
about it so much.
I thought I basically when we got there super early because his time was at like 7:30 in the morning. We were there at 7:30. Registration was at 9:30. So between the town and the registration, he was uh just chilling. We had like a little bit of a top up of like carbs, and then he slept for a bit on the floor with his feet up. Um, ate a bit again, and then all of a sudden, it looked like they were running behind because they were like, it looked like they were about half an hour to an hour behind from what everyone else was saying and could see. And then all of a sudden, it was just like, cool, we need the first timers backstage. I was like, oh shit, okay. So I knew there was like two or three first timers. So it's like, cool, we got a little bit of time. Gave him his little bit before stage. So rice cakes, honey, salt, a little bit of water. We did a little bit of Lucasade as well to get some electrolytes in the system, get things flowing. And then yeah, he went backstage, pumped up, and came out. And like, bro, he was smiling his fucking head off. Like it was so cool to see.
It makes a difference, man. It makes
Yeah.
a difference.
His transformation. This was just one that I just posted the other day. It's fucking. So it's 24 weeks and it was just shy of 40 kilos,
That
which
is mental.
is ridiculous. Yeah, no, I couldn't be happier really with how it kind of with how it turned out. Uh,
No words, man. Well done, mate. Well done.
thank you. Yeah, But yeah, the show as a whole looked pretty good. There was a couple good guys there. Like this guy was really good. I think he was Masters. Yeah, that was it. We saw him at the tanning, I think, and I'm pretty sure he goes to the same gym that Alex goes to. Fucking sick for over 40s.
Mate, really, really good for over 40s.
Look at the wheels. Look at the fucking legs at over
I
40.
know, mate.
Yeah, really, really cool. The guy that won the overall, oh, it was him that won the overall. Cool. Um, fucking sick physique. Looked really, really good. But the standard was cool. I think federations should, and I obviously you said yours was sort of in the theater as well.
Hmm.
Should take note of running shows in theaters because the lighting is set up to be good.
Oh, mate, it's so much better, isn't it? So much better.
It's
Like,
enjoyable for the viewer. The seating's better. The viewing is better. I'm
oh,
sure the backstage is probably better than a fucking sports hall or whatever other federations use. Like you got to use good venues. PCA always smash it. To be fair to them,
I got, mate, I think the theatre's the best. They have one at Stafford Gate House when they do PCA Central.
yeah.
It's all blacked out. You have like like I said, the escalating sort of
Hmm.
uh, seats. So that's really good, man. But
Yeah,
um, I definitely agree, mate. Ones in theatres are the best. But
yeah,
from an
totally.
overall perspective, mate, it doesn't look too bad.
No, the standard was really good. I mean, again, I kind of left straight after juniors, so I did miss most of it. But
It didn't really look like that busy though. But
it was so quiet. This is when so I got to the tanning the day before, and where let me pull up the pictures here somewhere. We got to this gym to do the tanning, and you know how you've been there PCA. It's like you're either waiting an hour or you're waiting 2 hours to get tanned. Like it's long as
yeah,
fuck. He walked in, walked straight out. No one was there. There was a maximum of four other guys the whole time.
mate,
No one. That when we saw that, I was there, and I was with his girlfriend, and the videographer who came, Max, and we just stood there. And we were like, there is no one at this show. Like this is going to be the quietest show of the year for sure. Like I was shitting myself a bit because I was like, I hope he's not like the only one on stage. Um, but they no, they
I'm
smashed it.
glad I'm glad he was against a few guys, mate. But
Same, same. I'd much rather he be against some guys rather than be on his own. Like it's just more fun of an experience, more of a fun experience, right?
oh yeah, man, for sure. But mate, I looked at it as there like I think it was I think it was like 9:30 in the US, and I saw an overall winner. And I'm thinking they posted the overall at like 2:30 already.
Oh, bro, it was done. Like I think the thing is, right, I booked my train ticket back to Leeds for the evening just in case he won the juniors and went into the overall. And obviously when he came second in the juniors, obviously that means no overall. So I ended up getting the train back at like 11, no, not 11, probably like 12:31 ish, instead of about 5. And when I was on the train, obviously I fell asleep. I woke up and the show was done. I was like, oh, but it was a
Mate,
quick PCA show in history.
oh yeah, for sure. I saw it. I was there. It's 9:30. It's already done. I'm thinking, mate, that must be absolutely rapid.
Yeah, it was quick. It was a quick show, but yeah, still buzzing about it to be honest. Like,
So you should be. It's not really a show review, mate. 'Cause you can't really review that much, but it's good to go through like
yeah,
your first. We'll go through like the first experience as a coach, mate. So you fat loaded him, carb loaded him, and
yeah.
then
So we did, yeah, 4 days of fat loading where he had probably obviously just trace carbs in there. It was probably about 13 to 20 grams of carbs total from trace.
Mhm.
And then we fat loaded him quite heavily. We didn't really do a proper fat load previously, but I felt that it would be a good idea. And if obviously if it didn't, doing it from quite far out. If it didn't work for the first day or two, then we could obviously just change it.
Mhm.
Uh, and it worked really, really well. He started he started dropping weight slightly from it, but looking way better and fuller. So I was like, cool, this is working. And then on the Thursday, Friday, we loaded in with about 700 to just shy of 800 grams of carbs, I think,
Mhm.
uh, which sat really well with him the first day. Second day, it spilled over a little bit, which is sort of what I wanted anyway. Because I knew that he dries off really quickly from us doing previous carb loads or refeeds or whatever in prep. Like I knew that the day after he wakes up a little bit watery, but then after like 2 or 3 meals, he's dried off completely. So exactly like I said earlier, it went exactly to plan, which was amazing. Um, and yeah, like it worked. It worked amazing. I think we kind of pulled water out at like 6:30 or 7 around then, the night before the show, and then just drip fed water in throughout the morning of the show. So I think we did like 200 mil per meal. Um, had 2.5 meals pre-stage.
Hmm.
Like meal one was just cream of rice and some fruit and stuff like that and honey. Um, and then it was just like rice cakes and honey for the rest of the day. It's like split up between tanning and registration and pre-stage.
Bursting full.
Yeah, bro.
Buzzing, mate. That's class, that.
Yeah, it is. No, I'm really happy, and it got like a really good response. You know, like obviously with it being the first person I put on stage, I got quite a few people messaging me like, "No, like done really well here" and stuff, which felt nice. And getting like recognition. There was a few. Who was there? Um, Tiny Titan, Vicky,
Oh yeah, yeah.
last name, but Vicky, she was there. Her guy was in Classic, I believe. But we kind of walked out together, me and Alex, and she was out there talking to a guy, and I've never met her, but I think we kind of know of each other through Alex Kent because she's our coach. Um,
Yep.
she kind of like gave me the nod of approval and kind of just like he looked really good, which was cool. Like I said, got a few people coming up to us like, I don't know how we didn't take the win and stuff, which is always a bit like bittersweet to hear
It's
it.
bittersweet, mate. It's like it's one of those like I had it as well, mate. It's
Yeah,
like you sort of know, but you're thinking, I don't know why he's saying it because I can't really change much.
exactly. Like I agree, but like let's leave it there, man.
I know, mate. It just makes me like, and then you get to everyone like, oh, you guys should have won. I'm thinking, yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. But no, it was, dude, overall awesome experience, and I can't wait, bro. I've got another one on stage in, I think it's about 12 weeks now. First time is 5.
Hoo-hoo.
Busiest show of the year, which I'm
That will
excited.
be the busiest show.
Well, the tickets for the show just sold out.
Yeah,
Now,
have you got
uh,
one?
yeah, bro. Luckily, they posted it that they sold out, and I shit myself. I was like, oh fuck. But they had them on the website still, so I'm guessing they're gone now. But yeah, I'm buzzing for that one. That'll be a really good one.
It will be a good show. It will be the busiest show of the year. But mate, that's, I can go through Anthony if you want a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. Is it
Um,
what? Should I go on your Instagram or should I go on?
yeah, go on my Instagram, mate. I can sort of show you his show day pictures and what we did and all that sort of stuff. Um, give you a little insight maybe. Um, so
Sick.
this was yeah, just pictures off my iPhone, mate. That guy's lovely head in the corner there, lovely. Um, yeah, so this was his look, mate. Um, on in the heavyweights, so back in the day. Um, so by this time it was around 4 o'clock in the 3:30 in the afternoon. He's already competed. Came second in first timers
Yeah.
to a guy that deserved to win, in my opinion. Like I said, mate, he was absolutely peeled. He was like 50 pounds lighter, but as you can see there, mate, the
Do you have,
guy.
do you have comparison shots, or is it just these one?
I can um I can send you some, mate, if it comes through on your messages. I can give you some
Yeah, let's see if they come through. Because if they do, then we'll pull them up, obviously. But
yeah, but we'll go through the ones like comparing. As you can see, that was the stage,
oh
mate.
yeah, that's sick, man.
See what I mean? So like, and they had like another level above.
Yeah.
So
Was it busy? Like, was it full?
but yeah, mate, I would say like the first half there, the first section was all full, and then towards the back end was full as well. So we're going to go through some comparisons here, mate. I've sent you to them in a second.
On
I've sent them to him by accident.
I'm
Here we
not
go.
sure if they'll come up on here, but if they do, then obviously we'll look at them. Um,
If,
I don't see why they won't.
if they do, mate, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But if not, what I'll do is I'll see whether we can show them in some other way. But um, I have messaged you them now, mate, on Instagram. But that was him against the there you go,
Says it on.
unsupported message. So
Uh,
um
have a look at these for now while you talk for it.
but so again, fat loaded him, mate, um for 3 days
Yeah,
and then carbon up for 2 days. I found that with like he holds fluid massively. So I fat loaded him just to allow for I could carb him up on
yeah,
less food essentially. So I went for 750 carb on the first day. I saw him on the Thursday. I saw him pose if you want to get those shots up if you want to. And this was him flat, mate.
yeah. Stupid, man.
Like so I gave him an extra 200 carbs after this. Um,
So
just so
how many meals in was this, or like how many carbs?
this was 3 meals in, mate,
Okay.
and he just weren't. He's just like going through. Like, as you can see, that top line,
Yeah,
delts, arm.
yeah,
Like if you look at that compared to his stage shots, I know it's obviously stage lighting compared to like that lighting, but it's just completely different in terms of fullness. So I just push a little bit more food, and then on Friday just dried them out. But I put the first 2 meals as carbs, carb meals like
yeah,
125 in each, and then next thing you know, cut sodium, cut fluid, and then he woke up. Honestly, mate, did I show you the shots of what he woke up like?
yes,
Didn't I?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mate, I was like, okay, yeah, we're on. Um, and then pro fat meal there. So obviously I knew we were like sort of full, dried him out a little bit more, and then just get him some carbs pre-workout, pre-stage. But as you can see, mate, New York was a class, but that's the look. Um,
He filled out so well.
yeah, so I think with that, if you guys have people who hold fluid, I would just get you to get them to rounds of posing more frequently to shift the fluid. Definitely sort of fat load as well, because you're putting them in a position where they're sensitive enough to basically fill out on less food. Plus, it gives you that sort of scope there to sort of push a little bit more food at the start and be more aggressive at the start, and
Yeah,
then you can sort of taper back, which I'll do next time round. So now I know I can push the first day a little bit like harder on carbs, and then obviously pull back a little bit more. But he came in really well, mate. Shifted fluid really well, and yeah, let's go for a little bit more condition next time round. I think he came in at like he weighed in like 195, 196, which is still mental. 6'4", nearly 200 pounds. 6'0", 6 foot, nearly 200 pounds.
yeah, that's fine.
Um,
He's
and
peeled.
I think I'm probably getting down to maybe like 191, 192. But then again, I'm not going to try and sort of dig him down to make him look even worse, just to get into
I
like the
can
light
follow.
heavy.
Yeah,
So I can just predict it now, really, Matt. I can just see him next 2 weeks dig down. I reverse him into the show for the next 2 weeks. They'll probably come in leaner and probably heavier, to be honest.
yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me. Um,
Do you think that he would do better? Obviously, this is heavyweight. Like you said with the light heavies, if you did dig down even further, so that he's right at the top of the light
Oh,
heavy.
mate, yeah, for sure, yeah. But it's just like it's hard to take someone down to. I, I would happily do. I would happily see like push him down for the next few weeks, see if he's there, and then I remember him sending me pictures at 193, mate, and he looked dog awful, like awful.
Right. Okay.
Um, and I know he can probably push down to 190, but they weigh him at the back end of the day. So on that day
Yeah.
where he weighed in, he was 196. He actually was 193 in the morning. So I would have to have him eating like nothing throughout the day just to weigh in at 190 if he was there. And then that's on a carb blast on Wednesday as well. So that's a day of loading. So like, okay, mate, day of loading, eat nothing. And then I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Clean.
load up literally like Thursday and Friday. So it's pretty hard, mate. But yeah, he came in perfect, mate. Really, really happy with the look. And as you can see, smiling his absolute head off throughout
Yeah.
when you have a client, mate, smiling, and he was getting into the groove of it towards the back end, which was really, really good. But that's sort of protocol I went for. And yeah, man, I wish I could show you the first guy. I'm gonna try and find him.
Maybe put it like if you put it on your story, I can click on your story and then pause it.
Oh yeah,
That
I'll put
might
some on the
work.
story just so you can compare.
Yeah, yeah.
And then little, I love the fact what we have to do for the podcast.
I know, man. I know.
But here we go. Oh mate, we're that's good. It's all on the story now, bro. if you want to have a look on the story.
Get it up. There you go. Cool.
So you can be honest, mate, for sure.
Is it what is this? This is open heavyweights.
This is open heavies, bro.
You say he's got more muscle.
Mate, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying.
I don't know if he does, bro. I think it's if it is more muscle, it's like not really
It,
enough to notice it.
it's top line in some shots, mate. I think that was majorly it. It's top line in some shots. You'll see. But
Maybe a little bit, but like, oh shit.
it's nothing sort of drastic, mate, to the point where um, there you go. It's all right now. You have to refresh it a little bit. It's all
Oh, right, you put more up, yeah.
yeah. Put loads more up, mate, for you.
Oh, sick. Okay,
Put loads more up, just so you can see from the rear shots as well,
bro. Did you speak to judges?
mate. They said more condition. Honestly, mate, it baffled me, mate. Genuinely, like it just wasn't
He's leaner than the
consistent.
guy that won though,
I know, mate.
from the rear. He's way leaner, especially from the rear. I don't know, man. That's just weird. That's weird.
And I made sure they were both posing. That weren't like him not switching his glutes on or anything.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
I made sure to get poses of them both.
Oh, bro, what the fuck?
Mate,
You can
you
see a
tell
little bit
me,
more size here through the top. Yeah, through the top line, maybe chest and shoulders here. But realistically, it's not drastic. But if it's condition that they said that he lost on, that's stupid.
I'll send you there's like a front lat spread, but then as you can see there, it's like
This guy just got a better chest or like
yeah,
bigger, fuller chest. I
that's
don't
it
know,
really,
bro.
mate.
That's annoying. That would piss me off. More
Mate,
can
honestly, I'm not gonna lie, mate. I was gutted.
Yeah,
Genuinely, I was
I would be.
absolutely gutted, mate. Well, I'm gonna get that front lat spread uploaded now so you can see it. But
Yeah,
um, there you go, you can see that now. It's uploaded. But one second.
yeah,
There
so
you go. But that you can probably see there. That's the one shot where he probably lost, in my opinion. But still, like leaning through the quads.
yeah, I'd agree with that. Um,
But like
that other guy's chest is ridiculously tall.
midsection as well. Like,
Yeah,
but like everywhere else, mate, in terms of condition from
yeah.
rear, side shots, like you saw the front double, most muscular. So um
That's damn. What was his thoughts on it afterwards when he came out?
he was pretty he was gutted, mate, but then obviously you think of like where he's at relative to where that other guy's at in his career. Like
Yeah, yeah, of course.
the guy's a previous I don't like I said, mate, the guy was a previous pro. I'm gonna have to send you that post, mate, just so you can see. It's pretty
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
Um but I'll there you go. But I'll send you that post so you can see. Um, it was the guy who came third in the end, but that's been sent to you now, mate, so you can see. But if you look there, we've yeah, he had a physique deserved to be on stage with two other outstanding heavyweights, a debut phenom and an ex WNBF pro.
I don't understand that. That's yeah, fair enough, but that shouldn't be allowed, I don't think. I don't in
Mate,
my opinion.
baffled me, mate. Baffled me.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know, bro. It's just
Do
one
you
of
know what I
those.
mean?
It's just one of those, isn't it? It's just bodybuilding. Um,
So
yeah, that's annoying. That is annoying.
yeah, mate, it's just one of those. I was like, he might have got this. I was there like second row. I was there like, he might have got this, and they went second place, Anthony. I'm there like,
Yeah.
my heart just
It's
stank, mate. Genuinely.
You just feel your throat just like close up. You're like, oh,
Yeah, especially when like okay, they've been avoiding conditioning all day, more conditioned, obviously, a little bit less size in some areas. Some
mm,
shots obviously are better to him. Like I always try to think of things that objectively and rationally. Like I'm thinking, okay, that's his shot, that's fine.
yeah,
And I'm thinking, okay, what will I look for? Okay, more detail there. But at the end of the day, mate, it's bodybuilding. That's
exactly.
what they wanted to that's what
It's
to
a
look for.
subjective sport, man. You don't have control over it. You controlled everything you could, and he looked the best he could have. He looked fucking insane, bro. So that's just one of those.
But yeah, mate, as a coach, mate, it was a really proud moment because
Yeah,
just traveling over there,
yeah, bro, definitely. Fucking
um,
hell.
and then obviously seeing him like in person was great. How much it meant to him meant a lot to me.
Yeah,
I was taking Charles there, and yeah, man, it felt like it's like I said, mate, it's weird. It's like I said one of the times where like I deserve to be like fuck, like yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
not to be like, oh yeah, I deserve to be worried about, but like, it was nice to be a coach in a place where I didn't feel like other coaches were there. Like some of the best coaches in the America that were there apparently, and everyone's coming up to me saying, "Oh, well done, you picked them really, really well." I didn't really feel
It's
out
cool
of
to have your
place.
hard work recognized,
Yeah,
though.
mate. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
when I was having like interviews done, mate. Like, like with these people. Oh mate, I'm gonna have to show you the masters guy. It was freakish, mate. This
Yeah.
dude. Um,
Check it on your story again. I'll pull that up.
yeah. If not, mate, I will. I'll send it to you, bro. This guy, mate, was the driest natural guy I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like he was walking around, mate, with like he looked like he was having a pump the whole time. I sent it to him on messenger, on message there. He just walked around like he was honestly having a pump the whole time. Genuinely, like ridiculously full.
Wait,
Um,
did you send me his account or did you send me a screenshot of it?
I've seen his account as well, so you can have a little look.
Sick. Okay.
Um, I'll share his profile there. But this dude, mate, bro, that does not even do him justice. Genuinely, and he competed with Ben Howard in 2018.
Oh, cool.
As you can see there, world champion. Um, like mate, literally like world champion in and you can just see, mate, the guy is freakish, bro.
That was in 2018. You got any?
It might be tagged in a few things as well, hopefully. But mate, honestly, actually, I cannot actually tell you how um, good he is. But really, really nice guy as well.
Yeah.
Hope I think he's like 50, mate, as well. No, not that he's not part of them, but mate, I think he's like 50 now. But um, really, really nice dude. Pro masters bodybuilding,
That's awesome, man.
peeled, mate. Genuinely. I had a few pictures of him and Anthony. He was like wanting to pose with Anthony. He wanted to ask me about like how I was peaking him or how I was peaking
Was this the
Anthony.
guy that was talking to you in one of these pictures?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, he's
I
recording it, and
noticed in one of these ones. This guy.
yeah, but there he is. But he's just standing there, look. Like, and then you had this guy called I think his name was Clarence as well, mate. He's 60 odd years old, mate. The guy's rig is a joke,
Sick.
mate. Like he's wearing all that, mate, and he was like a former world champion as well in natural bodybuilding. As you can see, mate, he's got his phone up. He's recording me having
That's brilliant, man. That's amazing.
like he was saying like, mate, knowledge you guys have, like when I was there, like, bro, it's pretty overwhelming, mate, to be honest, having all these people
Yeah,
come up to me and saying, oh, you've got, but then again, mate, it's just a product of Anthony, really. So it's all well and good. It was a good day, mate. Really, really good day.
yeah, man. Crazy.
But mate, we'll wrap it up there, bro. We'll
Yeah.
go through coach. That'll help a lot of coaches, mate. That'll help a lot of coaches, especially with their
Yeah.
first time prep. What would you say? What would you recommend a first timers coach in terms of advice for them? Now you've done it.
Make sure that the athlete is ready early, like early, because
Mhm.
it is so much easier to get it right for the show when you can trial shit in prep and have time to like actually fuck it up and still have time to like fix it.
I
Because
agree.
I don't know, I don't think I would have been able to carb load him exactly how I wanted to if I hadn't done as many carb loads with him previously. Because I think obviously when Alex was probably stage ready about 4 weeks out, 4 to 5 weeks out, he was close enough, right? So we ended up doing like a carb or a refeed or whatever you want to call it once a week, or like at least every week, maybe 2 days. So I was trialing different methods on the Thursday and the Friday, knowing that that's what I would do for the show week. Trialing different amounts of carbs, different amounts of fats alongside the carbs, different things that all kind of led to one conclusion towards the end, and it worked exactly how I knew it would or thought it would.
Hmm.
I think definitely bring your clients in as early as you physically can without bringing them in too early, because obviously you don't want to fuck it up. But like, bro, it makes a world of a difference.
I mean, it does. Like you said, like you replicated the first meal on show day, what you did on
Exactly.
Friday. Was it? Yeah, on the
Yeah, yeah.
Thursday, sorry, or something. So you replicate the same meal, so you know exactly how you're going to digest, exactly how it's going to look. You assess the look.
I knew
Probably put
exactly how he would look.
exactly, mate. And
So
that
when
that's
we basically we did it, and he looked basically. So the Thursday was his last pump up session. Um, no, the Friday was, sorry. So the Friday was his last pump up session. So after meal one and meal two, he then went and pumped up. And that look, I was like, cool. That is what he'll look like on stage, because we sort of timed it with when he would be on stage anyway. Um, and I basically took exactly that for meal one and then replicated those carbs from meal two and split them up into smaller portions for stage. And it worked exactly how it did the couple of days prior. Like it was brilliant.
that's crack. That's cracking, mate.
Yeah, man.
That is good. I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
And also, mate, I'd say back yourself, like Connor did
Yeah.
there. It's like back your own judgment. Like you'll have a lot of people saying, I wouldn't say a lot of people, but you're probably looking at other people going, what are they doing, or that sort of stuff. Well, it's very easy to. I've never done that, fortunately, but I know a lot of key people look at like what other people are doing. Just stick to what you've gathered and what you've done, and then you
Yeah.
can only go from there. So,
Yeah.
but I think the biggest thing that I would say is get ready early, gather data, trial things out. So you're not only confident on show day, but also as well, you're taking the stress off the client, knowing that you're doing exactly what's worked for them in the previous weeks of what you worked on.
I
So
think they'll also enjoy the back end of prep a lot more, because obviously when you are ready early, you are then refeeding into the show. Food is slowly increasing, expenditure is slowly decreasing, just becomes a whole lot more enjoyable towards the back end of prep, instead of having to like really dig yourself into a hole in the last like few weeks where you want to just fucking sleep all day. It's a much nicer way to end a prep.
for sure, mate. But there it is, guys. First time as coaches special
Yes, sir.
roundup. Thank you for listening and like, subscribe, also as well comment on YouTube. Give us a 5-star rating on Spotify. Thank you to everyone who has dropped us a message about podcast. I've had a few people
Yeah.
dropping me a message about the podcast, mates, saying they're enjoying it, which is good to see as well. Tag us in stories, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next one.
Boom.